Welcome to this new puzzle from our Python Mastery Workouts book. And again, it's a really difficult one. So we start with a list T and we pop values from it. Pop means if you don't pass any index to it, it means the pop method removes the last element from a list. I will show you here. We call pop here and it returns, okay, 1, that's not really clear here. It returns 3, so the last element, and it will also get removed. If we print the length here, we have to print and it shows 3 because it will not print here. So let's print both 3, which is the last element, or let's say 5, and we get length 3, so the last element got removed. Double D to remove the cell in a notebook. Okay, so these calls remove the last element, each one the current last element. So this returns 1, this returns 2, 2, 1. And if we compare now, 1 is smaller than 2, 2 is smaller than 2, that's false. And 2 is smaller than 1, that's also false. So you would think that the result is false, and then we append false to an empty list. Since we called pop 4 times, there were 4 elements, so the list should be empty at this point. And then we append false to it, so probably the result will be 1. But it's not, as you will see, it's 2. That's strange, but it's easy to explain. Let's see what's in the list. We printed out 1 and false. So this one, the first one, remains because pop removes from the end. So it's the first one that remains. Why is that so? This is called short-circuiting in Python. And it means if we have such a logical expression, the evaluation of it will stop as soon as the result is clear. For example, if I say true and false and true, Python doesn't have to look at this part or at anything that comes after false, because it's already false. True and false is false, and whatever comes after that, as long as it's and, it doesn't change the result. So Python can stop the evaluation at this point here, and that's short-circuiting. So in this case, we have 1, 2. That's correct. 1 is smaller than 2. And then we get 2 is smaller than 2. That's false. So we will not pop this last element. This call will not happen. Therefore, we have the last element, or the first element actually, still inside the list, and then we append false. And that's why we have 2 elements in this list in the last line. So the output of this puzzle is 2 because of short-circuiting. And let's prove it. We put here a 0, then it's clear. You see here the 0, the first element of the list, is still there because we didn't call pop. Or maybe even this. Normally 1 divided by 0 will give us an error, but since this part will not be executed anymore. The error will not happen, you see? It's not an error because Python did not evaluate this part of the statement. That's how it works.